Going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Beast Machine Skydive, quite possibly my least favorite of the deluxes. Show, deluxe, or otherwise, there weren't really too many, I don't think. Uh, Outside of like the Beast Wars Neo Dinobot or Predacon Dinobot repaints, or the Beast Machines Dinobots, I guess I should say. And as far like in the deluxe size class, so not really too many new molds. But Skydive is definitely one of my least favorite, but he's kind of interesting. One of the reasons he's my least favorite is there's just some issues that I have with design and things of that sort. You can kind of already see there may be some stuff there. I'll get into that in a moment. I can at least show it off with that one right there. I did buy this one used, but I feel like either way, used, new, eventually you'll end up with the same result in what I had to do for that. So he is a techno, or I'm assuming it's a he. So please go easy on me if it's a she. But it's techno organic pterodactyl. So you can move these little arms as you see fit, little arm wings or whatever, and he's just a very like kind of squeezed together, little dainty legs pterodactyl. He's got a gimmick where you see there's this little thing right here. You kind of push down on it, and the beak will open like he's trying to catch something. It sometimes will not go back closed all the way. That's just mostly because there's a pin here. There's a little piece right here. I guess that's just to kind of stop it there. And I don't know if like what this little orange bit in here does inside on the bottom jaw. Again, I got it used, but I don't think it really does anything. So, anyways, you got that kind of swoop and grab action. Get it? Swoop, because that's what. Anyways, so they repainted this in the Universe line. It was instead of orange, I think it was primarily red, but I think the rest was pretty close as far as like the blues and the grays go. But other than that, that's it for the robot mode. You can see the spark crystal there. I like this kind of gash across the chest here. Looks like he's been wounded in battle. So I think that's pretty neat. You can see the cracks, things like that. So, as far as the pterodactyl goes, not terrible, but it's definitely kind of one of those more weird Beast Machine designs that, kind of has that sort of lanky, goofy sort of features to it. But anyways, it can stand. You can do everything you need it to do. So let's go ahead and get into robot mode, and we'll wrap this up. All right, so here we have Skydive in his robot mode, and it's not a terrible robot mode. He's just got grandpa pants on, which is kind of goofy looking. It's not really the best look in my opinion, but again, like in pterodactyl mode, he had kind of like a smaller, shrunken up, I guess, trunk or torso, and he's definitely got the same here. I do like the pterodactyl head ending up on the back instead of the traditional ends up on the front sort of thing. Very reminiscent of Pterosaur. It's just the head is coming out of his butt region instead of hanging off of his back. But overall, it kind of adds to the overall backwards kind of fast-looking profile, I feel. So there is that. These little bits, they are on these little clips. You can kind of, sort of remove them, and maybe he can hold them as like these little sorted weapons. You can kind of clip them on to the hands there if you so choose. I don't know. I kind of choose not to. Or they can flip forward and he can do your typical almost flipping somebody off action. He has no thumbs, which kind of bums me out. I like my robots having thumbs. It's just something about them, but overall, I guess it's not terrible. So as far as talking about this, you can see there's a spring here. It's on the outside of this, and I've got it thickened up so it will actually move. So what you would do is this is kind of spring loaded here, but you would move that forward, and I guess it kind of flips out as like a sort of a weapon thing. I don't know why they had it do that, but you can see there's a little nub right there, and that's what kind of holds it into here, like that. I do choose to leave them backwards because they're flipped down actually on his wrist, in beast mode, so this is just kind of how I differentiate them. But also, these are longer than the feet, so you'd kind of have to crisscross them or leave them all the way out to the side. However much room you want them to take up on your shelf is up to you. But yeah, this is a gimmick I could have lived without, but yeah, it's not too terrible, I guess. Uh, Interesting paint apps on this guy. He's got kind of a wash here on some of this hair or fur. I don't know if that's meant to be a wash or if it's just because this is an old figure that probably saw a lot of play. Maybe that got rubbed away for some reason. Again, I'm not too entirely sure. But because it's kind of like asymmetrical. But then again, I mean, this is Beast Machines we're talking about, um, as far as the paint goes. But you get some more of it. It's pretty clean in here. Some more of this kind of purplish blue to match the arms. We already took a look at that. His face, interestingly enough, looks like he's got a little beard going on, but I think it's just supposed to be a chin strap. So there is that. Again, I think it's pretty neat. And he's got kind of like a paint fade from the orange to the blue there on the thighs. And this kind of sort of Transmetal 2 Cheetor like silvery gray. That's the only like thing I can think of as far as like paint matching it. So he's got that there. But otherwise, I mean, he's not really the greatest. Like there's nothing super awesome about this. Really in any way, shape, or form. I got it because I wanted to complete all of the Maximals, but I don't know if it's necessarily a piece that you would want to add if you're not going for being a completist, or if you maybe want to kind of shoehorn this in uh, as a pterosaur. I feel like you could do that, similar to like how we got Quick Strike as a little basic. So it's up to you ultimately, but that's kind of how the vibe I'm really getting from this figure. I'm sure if it's brand new and it doesn't have the issue with the wing not staying locked in, because mine, the little nub was just kind of rubbed away. Not necessarily rubbed away, it was still there. It was just it just didn't hold. So um, some design flaws there as far as that goes, but other than that, it's mostly just an aesthetics thing for me. I mean, the figure stands as it needs to. You can get some decent poses out of it. He's got this weird joint in here that allows this to kind of go sideways. So you can, like I said, you can get some crazy poses out of him, but he's just got these grandpa pants legs, and it looks a little goofy. So anyways, that's it for Beast Machine Skydive. If you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Take it easy.